Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Cyber Angel here doing not an iRant, but I just had a thought in my head that I gotta get out and I gotta share it with the world. I was listening to this week's Podquisition, the pre-E3 show. And then we're talking about Watch Dogs 2 and the trailer, and I kind of saw the trailer, and I was like, well, this might be a little bit interesting, especially if the gameplay turns out to be more like Payday 2 as opposed to, Grand Theft Auto with special buttons, which Watch Dogs pretty much was. Then a colossal marketing failure due to all the controversy. Anyway, let me get back on point. First off though, a disclaimer: if it turn where am I going with this? I had two disclaimers. Well, at the very least, I'm going to say this, that if it turns out that Watch Dogs 2 is still locked behind Uplay, they're not going to get any sale from me. I refuse to buy any game that requires Uplay, especially considering I buy my games through the Steam store and having to also have Uplay, which is just a terrible service. And anyway, on top of that, no, absolutely not. There are games which I kind of own on Uplay through Steam that I don't play. Well, not exactly through Steam. I got two that aren't through Steam. That's because they came free with my graphics card. Anyway, here's the idea that I had. And this is what I'm hoping the story is going to be. Since I don't know what the story is, I don't know if they reveal anything about the story yet, but here's what I'm hoping it's going to be. Essentially, these guys, either they were inspired, at most interesting, they were like members of people from Anonymous that were inspired by the activities of Aiden Pierce in Watch Dogs 1, and then decide, you know what? Our governments kind of suck. It's time to fight back using what we know how to do. Hacking. Beep. So that's what I'm hoping the story is going to be, is that these guys don't have like a personal agenda of, oh my god, my niece was killed by these bad people. I'm going to be a bad person so I can kill them back with hacking. God. I'm hoping that there's just a group of kids who are just going Payday 2 style on all this, on political and economical bullshit through the means of hacking, possibly inspired by the criminal activities of Aiden Pierce. I mean, it would tie it to Watch Dogs 1 in a way. I mean, you could possibly put it in a completely different city, and it still would be tied to Watch Dogs 1 in a way. You'd have a group of characters still be able to have your group of characters who aren't in this because, oh my god, I must get revenge. They're just, like I said, they're just pretty much Anonymous. A physical embodiment of Anonymous. Is that a way to put it? And to be honest, I like Anonymous whenever they do like very honorable stuff, like trying to expose bad men. But long story short, yeah, that's what I'm hoping for Watch Dogs 2. Though the whole point would be moot if it still requires Uplay. Yeah. Here's hoping that that's what they do. It's just a group of kids who use their hacking abilities in order to try and right some wrongs in society, as inspired by Aiden Pierce. Alright, with that said, I'm done, and I will see you later. Gotta get back to doing stuff. Logging out.